Hello, Dion, all capitalized. Please read this last comment. It's very important, capitalized for both words. And please stop accusing me of anything. And listen, capitalized. Just listen, capitalized, and take capitalized this advice. I know you won't quit YouTube, and that's fine. I have no problem with that at all. Okay, he needs to fix his grammar. This is ridiculous. Honestly, I cannot take him serious by no space. Well, dear Buddha, I cannot read this comment of his. This is not really professional of him to do this if he's being serious. All I want to say is this. For the love of God, please stop using YouTube as a place to cure your depression. A place where support will solve your problems. It won't. A lot of people saw a side of you. That's not really you. Yes, I get that. I know you're not a bad person. Well, apparently you think I was in the first place. But sadly, a lot of people don't forget. Yeah, I know that. So you'll always have people who try to bring you down. And I have seen how much it affects you. You want friends, and that's normal. We all need friends, but I've realized that making friends online can be a huge risk. So, try to make friends that can socialize in person. Why does he even believe that basically making friends in person, especially during the epidemic, could be possible? And get to know them for who they really are. And please learn to trust people. Don't judge their intentions. Use YouTube as a place where you can share your thoughts with other people and learn. I know support on YouTube can really lift you up and make you really feel... I cannot read right now. My eyes are killing me. Make you feel really good, but never depend on it for your happiness. I don't resent you in any way, and I hope we can end this beef. I beg you to think about this. I'm not here to preach. It sounds like it. Believe it or not, I care about you. You're kidding. And have thought a lot about you and your problems. I don't know why he's actually capitalizing all of this. And this seems the best advice I can give you. My real name, he actually finally had the darn courage to tell me, is Ruben. So, honestly, this is like the last resort, kinda. I don't know. I don't want to be on YouTube. Yes, I do. At the same time, for people like him, it crushes me. And you're probably asking, Dion, you said this multiple times. Why can't you just leave YouTube? You keep making excuses of you want to quit, but you keep coming back. Because the thing is that, like, the part of me, like, the part of Dion here, not his depression side. Okay, yeah, that's part of me. Okay? And I want for people to actually understand that having a mental illness doesn't mean that I'm a horrible person or that I'm making up excuses. This is why a lot of people like me commit suicide, because we are basically misunderstood by the globe and feeling we're just attacked by everyone. It's just that for me personally, I've been on YouTube for years, okay? And just to read a long... I don't know why he cannot, like, put this in paragraphs. It just hurt my eye sockets reading his comment. Honestly, I know he's trying to do the so-called, like, right thing, but for someone to actually just... I basically cannot... I forgot what video it is because I'm way too lazy to actually screenshot this. But it's basically the video I'm going to leave YouTube for good because that's how I feel all day today. I just had to say that one thing Marvel Hunter should have done is basically fixing his darn comment. Okay, I basically cannot respect him that much because it just seems he doesn't care much and that he was in a rush just to actually type all that in, just to make himself feel superior for it. Two, it just seems too good to be true because of how he basically says he actually cares about me when basically in and off throughout the whole past year or so, he actually has been quite harsh towards me on my channel and invalidating my mental health. And thirdly, for him to actually say, oh, I should just get professional help or I should talk to my mom about this, it's not the right thing to go. or better yet to say to anyone that suffers with a mental illness. I don't know how many times like I keep repeating myself. I know I sound mean, but honestly, a lot of people don't understand. I'm done with this being like a darn nun and nice all the time. It's exhausting. It is. Because I want people to actually understand that having clinical depression, having suicidal thoughts daily, having alcohol which is what I struggle with at the moment, it does not go away by itself. And for him to actually say that, if I could actually just read back his comment, saying, well, I need to take his advice. I don't have to, because he definitely doesn't know what I'm going through. But for him to actually see that I should learn to trust people, it's not that easy. It reminds me of that movie of Raya, the Last Dragon. You cannot trust everyone you met. Okay, yeah, I mean, you have to trust people, but, like, not every single darn person. It's like he's telling me, oh, you need to trust everyone. First of all, I cannot. Just to basically give you another 3 steps here. Because people will make fake profiles just to pretend to be kind, just to actually troll me. The second part is they want to get info about me. And the third thing is they would actually put false assumptions. And I'm just surprised they're actually saying that I should stop accusing him. I don't need to, because after what Marvel Hunter has done to me, I just can't take it anymore. And I don't need to respect him for it. Do I respect him by typing this comment? Kinda. But it was this... It was just hurtful to my eye sockets to read, because he cannot space it out. It's just... It hurts. I mean, this is the longest comment I've ever read on my channel, and I don't know why he cannot put this on paragraphs. It'd be much more easier, and I would respect him more for it. But honestly, if he's actually watching this, Marvel Hunter, you have done quite a bit of damage, okay? Like I said again, I know that I've done some mistakes. I don't need to keep repeating myself that. If people cannot understand that, then I don't know what to say. Because honestly, I know the mistakes we all do. It's quite obvious that basically us humans make mistakes, especially us creators. Okay? It's just for people to actually stalk on my live streams of the past, wanting to make memes about me, thinking it's a joke and I should get over it. Especially that Jessica person told me I should just move on. Basically having someone cropping my face and a baby's body. Yeah, it's gonna affect me for a while, because I don't understand how someone thinking it's okay to do that. I never would have the intention of someone that I hate to death would do that. I don't understand why that's funny. And for you to actually bring up that, well, if I could just read this comment. Sadly, a lot of people don't forget. So you always have people who try to bring you down. And I have seen how it affects you. Okay, just read that line. When you say how it affects you, or affects me, from your perspective, I don't understand how you would actually say that when clearly you basically tell me, oh, you should just get professional help, and, you know, oh, this thing's utter nonsense. When clearly I have been having depression for as long as I can remember. You basically have only been on my channel just to actually give me more stress, Marvel Hunter. I hope you understand that. And honestly, I'm not falling for this trick, okay? So I have the right to accuse, because you actually have done a lot of this in the past. And for you to actually not really feel anything on that video of me being depressed or crying on the floor, I don't respect you. And I have every right not to respect you. Honestly. And it's so funny how you would say, I beg you to think about this. Okay, like, don't say beg, okay? It's quite fascinating how you literally are telling me this, yet you actually gave me a harsh attitude in the past about my mental health. Honestly, and that's why you do sound like you're here to preach, because by the looks of your paragraph, it's not really professional of me to read. Honestly, it hurts my eyes for the 4th time reading your comments. And I'm really flattered you told me your name. But honestly, I could have sworn you may have been on that Discord before, because I could have sworn I heard that name before. Ruben. It sounds familiar to me. I could be wrong, no. But honestly, for people like you to invalidate my trauma It's so hard just to live like this on a daily basis. I lose total respect for you. Though I gave you respect for, okay, like, Dion, how I can say this? I give you effort for at least speaking up. However, though, for you to actually just mistreat me in the past and acting passive aggressive, I lose respect for you completely. Except for the comment, I don't know. So, honestly, especially since it's Mental Health Awareness Month, this actually is probably the most difficult month for me. I can see that, especially since it's halfway over. Honestly, I want to do something for the next 2 weeks. If I had the darn mental strength right now, I would love to just do anything for 2 weeks related to mental health. But for you to actually saying, oh, no one actually cares about you, and I'm the only one that actually has been commenting on your videos. Yet again, you're only just saying that just to make yourself feel superior because of my mental state. I felt really hurt of the way that you actually talked to me like this. And yet, I should just forgive you because you give me a long paragraph of random capitalizations and thinking it's okay to actually move on. I'm actually so stressed out, I can't even talk right now because my brain hurts. It does. And I just want to say for anyone else that's been on my channel, I do want to be here. But honestly, I'm thinking like, Dion, like, what's the darn effort? Because of being taken for granted, people are saying, oh, you're just here for attention. Honestly, I hear this so much. And saying that, oh, I don't have a life and I'm too sensitive. Well, you know what? At least I am sensitive. Because of all the cyberbullying I have run through on my channel. People, like I said once more, making memes about me. Tell me to go kill myself just because I have a navel fetish of men. I don't understand that. Not to mention, there are more worse fetishes out there. Okay? Especially people that are into incest. I want to get into this, okay? But for people telling me that after, especially that darn audio record I had about a guy from Dallas that told me to go kill myself for having a navel fetish, that's just way too far. Especially after hearing about Discord, I got made fun of just for having this fetish. And people saying, oh, you know what, Dean, you're sick. You should just go jump off a bridge. Yeah, I actually said it to someone else. Not like this way, but like when I was arguing with them. Okay, we all say horrible things. But for someone to actually, especially something I'm not guilty of, express myself, telling me that I should just go kill myself for having a navel fetish, it was just too much. And being told that my depression's fake. Or that, oh, I need to see a therapist or a professional. You need to seek help. We're tired of it, okay? We hear this on a daily basis. I do not respect someone saying, oh, you get therapy. I'm just trying to help. How about you help by keeping your mouth shut? Honestly. If we basically can get therapy, we would. Especially how expensive it is. A lot of people don't get that, especially here in the U.S. This is why a lot of us have a mental illness. This is why a lot of us go to mental hospitals. We come out in worse positions. I've been to 2 mental hospitals. Thank you very much. I'm sure no one's actually watching this all the way through. I don't know what it is. But honestly, I have been through it all. Especially since I'm like halfway of the year of being clean, of cutting myself. I'm 172. Hope to Buddha I'll be 173 days clean. It's hard. Honestly, I know it sounds rough, but it really hurts me how people, especially since it's Mental Health Awareness Month, that us people that struggle with depression, bipolar, PTSD, social anxiety, I'm sure OCD can be on the list as well, schizophrenia, insomnia if you actually can count that, / hypnophobia, fear of falling asleep. I have that condition. Autism, well, this can kind of follow with this because my brain is really sensitive compared to the average person. I have to live with all of these conditions on a daily basis. It hurts my brain. Honestly, not to mention I'm sensitive to light. I'm sensitive to noise. And it's hard for me to even read emotions sometimes of other people because that's how my brain works. It's been like this since I was a kid. It's hard. But I know from experience, no, pardon me, by experience, as a person that has a mental illness, It upsets me how people saying, oh, if you basically are depressed, go see a therapist. Okay, so I'm cured. I'll just go talking to a random stranger for an hour, just waste basically half my income, just so I can feel better. Then yet again, I'll be back down to being depressed and I'll be broken, I'll be homeless. Okay, that's great. Honestly, it's not that easy. It upsets me how people tend to thinking, oh, you know what, the magic cure is see a therapist. I'm not going to help you. I'm not going to support you. You need to see a random doctor that will charge you for your help. So basically that means I have to suffer. That's to actually pay money. That's for someone to talk to. I don't get it. Honestly, it just does not make sense to me. And I also want to say, Marvel Heart, if you're even watching this is the last time I even wanted to talk to you, by the way. When you said for the love of God, okay, I don't see why you had to say that for. Please stop using YouTube as a place to cure depression. A place where support will solve your problems. It won't. Well, you know what? This is the only place I feel that I could actually feel accepted somewhere. Okay, I have nowhere else to go. And for you to actually say I should just meet people in person, that's another thing that I'm sure a lot of people like me are tired of hearing. If it's that easy to meet people in person, especially with the coronavirus, okay? I wouldn't be feeling like this right now. I'll probably be out, maybe going bowling with a guy to hang out with, and maybe just go hiking. It gets really hot here in the Southwest, okay, in the Sonoran Desert. Honestly, if it was that easy, a lot of us wouldn't have committed suicide. A lot of us wouldn't be wanting to end our own lives. Okay, you're just basically you're just bluffing. No offense, but honestly, as a person that knows a lot about myself when it comes to mental illness, I'm sharing this because honestly, it's just a lot of baloney. After just reading your post, I gave you credit for typing, and even though I probably give you half credit because you can't space everything out, but saying that when I write to the bottom that, oh, I gotta meet people in person, honestly, it does not work that way for a lot of people like me. Alright, so we want to be staying inside, dealing with our agoraphobia, our social anxiety, our suicidal thoughts, and our clinical depression, and most importantly, loneliness. I'm really upset, honestly. And I just had to put my darn foot down because of how people tend to, just lack the education that depression is serious. Okay, I feel, let me just basically put this into detail. I'm so depressed, I didn't feel like brushing my teeth all day today. I felt like my brain was basically having a heavy bag of milk. Okay, like, it's so hard to lift my head up. Like, when I'm on the floor, like, my head was just laying on the floor, I can't lift it up, it hurts. Okay, it's like so much weight, which means it's mental pain I'm going through. It's like if you basically are gotten done on a treadmill for an hour at the gym, and your joints are killing, right? Except that this is in the brain we're talking about. It's like an exercise in the brain, but not doing any exercise. Okay, that is basically depression. Honestly, I don't understand why. Oh, I would love to just be locked inside all day, not going for a walk every day. Why would I think that? Why? I don't understand. Really? I know I'm hated on YouTube. I get that. You know what? At least I'm actually expressing of all the trauma I have went through. I know I've been talking for 19 minutes, but this has to come out. Because honestly, and I gotta yawn. I got lack of oxygen in my brain. For people like you to basically invalidate my experience of a mental illness or my depression, I basically don't know what to tell you, Marble Hunter. I mean, I do have to give you props to tell me your name. But honestly, I'm telling you straight up that you have really offended me. As a person that has to deal with all these mental illnesses, along with being clean of self-harm. And just to jot this down because I'm sure you're probably not even listening to this in the first place. One, do not tell someone with depression, go see a therapist. We heard this multiple times, daily. We need to go out, go to a club, meeting groups, or maybe go out to, a golf club. I don't know, some stupid club, whatever. That's two things. And three, it's not a choice. Or better yet, when you scratch that, yeah, it's not a choice. But for you to assume that, oh, I shouldn't seek, happiness on YouTube. Honestly, just reading kind comments helps me go along throughout my day. It helps me stay alive. Yeah, it may seem silly, but you know what? I can feel that across the darn screen. I think that's why I'm like internet sexual. If I was actually just talking to a cute guy online, I'd probably feel more emotional with him online than in person. I know that's weird, but honestly, that's how much I've been using online. And yeah, I get it. It's not healthy. But you know what? What else can I go? Okay? Not just meeting random people I don't even know. Especially in my mental state. Honestly, I'm just surprised I have the strength. I feel like I want to pass out because I'm tired. I also have epilepsy. Not epilepsy, narcolepsy. Because my depression is so bad, I could just doze off right now. Honestly. It's not that easy just to just go out and meet people. I don't understand it. I never have told someone with the mental illness like me saying, oh, you should just go out and club, maybe go bowling, maybe go to a basketball team. Where? Especially if you live in a small town. You have no luck. The only way you can actually talk to people is online. That's it. Yeah, I mean, there's like a weird yin-yang effect here. Yeah, social media has definitely gotten worse, especially when either left the high school. However, though, just to actually have someone just to chat with, whether that might be the YouTube section, comment section, or on Snapchat, or on Kick, which I don't use anymore, because, man, I know people would actually pretend to be me or something. I don't know. Honestly, this is probably the best option for people like me that struggle with loneliness. It's really hard. It takes so much courage just to reach out to anyone. Yeah, we're told, oh, basically, I don't want to be friends with you. You should just go be friends with a therapist. It hurts. Especially someone saying, oh, yeah, talk to a professional while I'm actually talking to my friends when we're actually going out to Starbucks and taking selfies. Or maybe we're actually going out to the skateboard park and skateboard and, talk about the hot girls. I'm not into girls, by the way. I'm just using this as a metaphor. And yet, I'm actually just pushed aside because I'm too much to be around. This is why a lot of people like me don't feel we don't deserve to be around anyone. Because we feel we are a burden. We feel we are a mistake of being born. Honestly, that's how I feel. Like I'm so deformed that I cannot be friends with anyone. Like I'm not even a human being. I'm just a defected human being. Like Steven Universe of how you see those defected gems. They're not actual gems. They're just pieces. They're missing. Like they're basically probably discovering what's the purpose of life? I ask myself that every single darn day. Honestly. So, I just want to get this out of my system because I feel alone all the darn time. I feel like I'm a nobody. I feel like I have not accomplished anything in life for my age because of my mental conditions. I don't know, no one's probably watching this or gonna hear this all the way through. Honestly, it's hard living like this every single darn day. It's really scary. So Marvel Hunter, I did win your whole matches. I'm not gonna bother playing back. I'm not gonna bother liking because I'm already making a video about this. But honestly, I'm going to a lot of this. I'm surprised he even got 2 darn likes. I'm sure those are probably just fake comments. Someone trolling. I believe. I'm just checking this right now because I had like 72 views on it. Let's see. I got how many views on it now? Oh, that's just the live stream. I don't know. Honestly, it's amazing 2 people even like your comment. I'm sure those people are just trolls on my channel. Honestly, Marble Hunter, you have done more harm than good for me. So, or Ruben, pardon me. Honestly. Because you invalidated my feelings of how it's like having depression. Telling me that I should just gotta meet people. It's not that easy. Alright? And one thing. You should have, like, corrected your darn comment for the 5th time. It was a pain in my eye sockets reading your comment. I guess I can actually stop here.